So this is the kind of thing I wanted to do if I enter in a suburb and a city, like Ryde, Sydney. I need to convert it into longitude and latitude, update the PRD product requirements. I basically say, I don't know how to do this, help me figure it out. Help me figure out how to do this. Can the SERP, value SERP, be used to do all this? Or do I need a geo package as well for calculating a zone around a suburb? Like I put in there 5 to 20 kilometer radius. I want to be able to figure out, based on a keyword that is typed in, what the ranking is for a specific website on the Google Maps. Here's the goal. Given a suburb, find relevant places or keywords within a specified radius. Convert a suburb name to a longitude-latitude. Generate a circular search zone for API queries. Google Places search requires latitude and longitude. So we wouldn't need to figure out the suburbs around here. We just need the longitude and latitude, which we could mathematically calculate. So we need the geocoding step before we can use the value SERP's places API. Value SERP has a places API search, which you could pass in a longitude and latitude. On value SERP, there are two types of searches for the maps search. There is Google local results, which is based on sending through a specific named location, or we send through as a latitude and longitude, which will result in a Google Maps result. So we could send through multiple requests, changing the longitude and latitude each time, and then look at the results to find where that website is positioned in the results there. Well, that's the Google local. The Maps result is this one. Looks similar. So you pass in the latitude and longitude, and incrementing this each time based on whether it be 1 kilometer at a time, or depending on the spacing that you'd want to space out these, whether this is like 1 kilometer and then you space it out another kilometer up to 5 kilometers left, 5 kilometers going north, south, east. So 1 kilometer at a time, adjusting the latitude and longitude by 1 kilometer. So we first need to get the geocoding result, and then we would have the longitude and latitude of the initial location. Then we can modify that. We'd have to figure out the mathematics of how to modify a longitude and latitude number to space it out by kilometer. We could use geocoding API from Google or a package node geocoder. Workflow is send through the suburb, convert it into latitude, longitude, define the circular zone, say 5 kilometer, and then query, providing the latitude and longitude and radius. To generate a grid of points in a circle, like the map in the screenshot, you'll need a geo utility package, geolib or turf. Yes, visualize the search zone, add this information to the PRD. And I'll leave this video here. So I'll upload another video when I have progress on this. So I've just updated the PRD again. First step would be convert the suburb name to latitude and longitude. That is geocoding or using npm package node geocoder to convert suburb names to coordinates. And then we can use those coordinates in the request to send back to the ValueSerp Google Places API using the latitude, longitude, and radius. And we would need to generate the grid of points. That would also need to be sent through, probably separately through ValueSerp. Because you need to send through for each latitude, longitude combination. I'm not sure how the radius works for that, because if you just send through one request, you're just getting the ranking on that specific latitude and longitude. So we would need to loop through the 40 different points, make 40 requests to the API, and then we would get the result of where we rank for each of those requests to add in for each of those points. So there's probably 50 separate points involved there. Each one of these would be an API request, and then we would see how we rank for each request and save that into a database.